Hey, what's up? Tony China Deeds here. There were some things that I didn't talk about in my last video that I just made. I wanted to go over. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was liars in relationships or just in general. Me personally, I can't stand a liar. I'm pretty sure you can't either. But there are some things you can use, little tactical things to figure out whether they're telling the truth or whether they're lying. First thing to know, right off the bat, if they're telling you something and they're a little too detailed, that's a little funny. That always sends a red flag off immediately. Or in the opposite realm, if they're not telling you anything, they're not telling you where they were or who they're with, you could probably figure out that they were with somebody doing something that they weren't supposed to be doing, possibly in the bedroom, doggy style, with you not in there, without a condom. And these kind of things happen every single day in relationships throughout the world. But some things you need to pay attention to, just be observant when you're talking to the person, when you're listening to them, listen to their tone, listen to how they're saying things, the wording, the facial expressions, just all of that plays a role in whether they're telling the truth or whether they're not. One of the things that I like to do is I like to pretend. Like, for instance, if somebody's lying to you and you pretend like you know what they're talking about, since they already have it in their mind that that's the truth, when you say something, they won't even realize it. Let me try to use an example. If somebody's telling you that they're going out with some guy tonight, right? I don't know any information whatsoever, but I can simply say, oh, well, why have you been texting them all day? And the truth is that they really were texting them all day. So since they really were doing that, they're going to be like, oh, well, because, and they'll make it up an excuse. Now, this is just an example, but you can use this for anything. I mean, I'm talking like anything. Relationships, friendship, it doesn't matter. It's just a form of trickery, as you may. Another thing you can do is trip them up. I like to make people repeat things over and over. Because one, most likely I'm mad at them at the time because they did something wrong, and I try to trip them up. Or, for example, if somebody was like, let's say your girlfriend came home from the bar, or your boyfriend came home from the bar and said, hey, you know what, I'm sorry I didn't pick up my call, I'm 3 hours late, I was at a bar drinking Guinness all night, or drinking whatever all night, it really doesn't matter. And you let them continue to tell you the story, and you just kind of nod, yeah, okay, you understand. But then towards the very end, all you do is you flip it on them. You say simply, okay, so let me get this straight. Last night at 7 o'clock when you were ignoring me for 3 hours, you were at club blah, 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 and you were with your girlfriends and you were drinking cocktails. Now, if they're lying, they won't catch what you said, but you got to say it quick. Don't say it real slow. Don't emphasize certain parts of it. You got to say it real quick. So when you say it, they don't pick up on it. And it's a lie, what they're telling you to begin with, so they're going to agree with what you just changed. You just changed the complete freaking story. And they'll be like, yeah, that's what happened. And then you can be like, okay, well, that's not what you said originally. That's told me the truth many, many times. I'm sure a lot of you use that different tactic, different versions of it, well, whatever. It really doesn't matter. But just ways to catch people up. Let's see, there's other ways that you can possibly check. For instance, some things that you may have seen on TV. The whole sweaty palm thing, like shaking somebody's hand after they're lying, their palms tend to sweat. I don't know if I really believe that, because some people just have sweaty palms. I do know one side effect to lying is lack of saliva. And next time, when somebody's actually, you think they're lying to you, I swear to God, go say, okay, if you're not lying, I want you to do this, otherwise it's over. Go get a bowl of freaking cornflakes. No milk. No milk at all. Tell them to take a spoonful of that cornflakes, put it into their mouth, have them chew it up for a couple seconds. Then, tell them to spit it out onto a napkin. If they spit it out, and there's a bunch of saliva and it just spits out like normal, they're either very good at lying or they don't have lack of saliva. But if it sticks to the roof of their mouth and they can't spit it out because it's really dry, they're probably lying or they're high off weed. Now, I'm not saying to use this and decide your whole life on cornflakes. That's not what I'm saying. But there's just different tactics that you can use and try to use. You can even look it up on Google or anything like that. I'm trying to think of anything else that I could possibly give you right now. Like I said earlier in my video, I'm a little tired. I don't edit my stuff, as you can tell. So, if I think of anything else, I'll post another video, plain and simple. Alright, peace out, shine out.